Just check there's no one behind. One thing I do know about this area is that Princess Anne's place is a couple of miles out from this little town called Minchinghampton. I think it's around here somewhere. All clear. Well, it's quite quiet today. But then it's a Tuesday. These days I tend to like to come out during the week. It's always busier on the weekend. I like to leave the weekends for the people that have to work for a living. There's a buzzard in the sky. 2 buzzards. They are big birds. Oh, Avening. Yes, I've been to Avening. In fact, in Avening, one of the BBC, I think it was BBC programmes on Cider with Rosie, one of the later ones, it was done in Avening, I believe. In fact, I know it was. Probably in the village more. It's rather pretty around here, isn't it? The throttle's not shutting down as quickly as I would like. See, it's running on there. That means I need to check the return spring on the throttle slide. traffic lights. Well, they were a nice series of bends, and able to enjoy them really without too much traffic. So mind you, I wasn't going very fast. Okay, oh, they've gone green, that's good. I've got to try and find neutral. Yeah, the throttle doesn't want to shut down. So there are two things to check: throttle cable and the return spring on the carb. Another mill, beautiful chimney. Oh, I'm pretty sure the throttle cable's okay. I oiled that not so long ago. It's an easy job on these old bikes. Not so easy on modern ones. Right, we're back into Nailsworth now. Oh, I know where we are now. Nasty, noisy German car. Got his radio on full blast. I'll keep back a bit, I think. Well, anyone silly enough to have looked at any of my other videos would have seen me coming up this road on my Honda C90 Cub. Coming up this bit at 20 miles an hour. Arsehole! Did you see that twat? God almighty, what is it with white van man? Why do they think they can just pull out in front of people? Dear oh dear. Actually, I don't think I'll come up here much faster than on the cub. There is one good thing about white van man that makes you feel a bit better. They get paid peanuts. So one of the little bastards pulls out in front of you, at least you know that they're not earning very much, so you have to make allowances for them. I think I've had more near misses with white van man during my well over 50 years of riding than anything else. I think probably the attitude is if they're on a delivery they just want to get the whole lot done and then get off home, which is okay for them but not so good for the other poor people that have to share the road with them. Well, I came along this road again on the little Honda Cub to test out the suspension. There's a nice man. It's the sort of thing that doesn't happen too often, actually, people pulling in for bikes. A bit like that white van, you see, he assumes that you can squeeze through any gap. Well, I suppose you can squeeze through a small gap if you're ready for it. And you can line up. Well, it's certainly a lot more comfortable on this old BSA. The forks are working really quite nicely. Mind you, they've been completely rebuilt. Got new progressive springs in them, new bushes. I think one of the stanchions was changed, and I know one of the sliders was changed. You can get stanchions easily for old bikes. What you can't get are sliders. And I did manage to get one anyway to replace one that was in a pretty poor state. I think the one I replaced had been in the maybe the original accident that caused this bike to be rebuilt in two different styles. Anyway, it's in the bin now, and we've got a new well, a good second-hand one on. Now the windmills are hard at it. Yeah, it's funny, I'm going along at just the speed I want, and that's about the same as on the Honda Cub, 25 miles an hour, which is what I was doing on the little Honda. One thing that's nice about this little